one else in the world was ever supposed to know what's in here. This is so embarrassing. Hey, what's up? I'm Joanna, and this video is gonna be really embarrassing for me and cringy because I'm about to read from my diary that I wrote when I was 13 years old. 13 is not a dignified age. Okay, that's a messed up age. 13, you turn into like, what even are you? A weird little freak trying to be an adult, but you can't. I wrote this diary from the ages of 13 to 16. Those are some of the most embarrassing ages of life. When you read your own diary, you start off being like, aw, past me. And then you're like, ah. By the end of this video, we're all gonna feel weird. Mostly me though, I'm gonna feel really weird. Let's invade the privacy of my past self. I am nervous. If you would like me to keep making videos, please subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. It helps me out so much. When I was 22 years old and I had just graduated from college, I actually put this diary for sale on eBay for $20. And I thought maybe some creep out there would want to buy it, and no one did, which is wild because now if I put this diary on eBay, somebody would buy it for at least 50 bucks. I needed cash so bad at the time. I'm so glad that nobody bought it. I feel like nobody I went to high school or middle school with will actually watch this video, but you never know. I'm gonna change the names. March 2nd, 1998. Hi, it's my 13th birthday. It's been okay. Not my greatest birthday, but okay. I think my friends will forget. Oh well, I have to go. I need to get ready for school. Bye. Who has time to write in a diary before school? I certainly didn't. Hi again. I'm in a good mood. Most of my friends did forget my birthday. Boo-hoo. It snowed today. I think it was God's birthday present to me. Well, that's all for now. Bye. I like how I end every journal entry with bye! Exclamation point. March 6th, 1998. Brad is a boy that goes to my school. He's annoying and he pokes me when I walk down the hall. I do not remember that at all. I do have a memory of this boy annoying me, and at the time I was so confused by it. Like, why is he directing this negative energy at me? But reading back through my diary, it's very clear that he had a crush on me, and I just had no idea. I would say that this boy was like kind of popular and I wasn't. I know that every person on the planet says, oh, I wasn't popular, but I wasn't unpopular. And I guess that describes most people and that describes me. March 11th, 1998. School goes so fast. At 12 years old, you have to know what to do with the rest of your life. I'm only 13. I'm just a kid. I hate telling people what I want to do when I grow up. March 15th, 1998. Hi. I got tired and sunburned and didn't write for a while. Sorry. I've been feeling a bit sad today and I don't know why. Oh well, I must sleep. Bye. March 17th, 1998. Hi. It's night and I'm going to bed soon. I had track practice today. It about killed me. Bye. P.S. It's St. Patrick's Day and I accidentally wore a green sweater. I shouldn't have. Well, bye. Okay, this is about to get real. This is one of the really embarrassing things that I almost wasn't going to share, but I think vulnerability is strength. There's no reason to feel ashamed about being stupid. I was a pretty naive child. Clearly. One of my best friends, when I was 13, catfished me. I ended up catfishing her back as revenge. At the time, I was like, oh, I fell for a dumb prank. I feel like an idiot. But as an adult, I'm thinking, wow, this was incredibly cruel of a friend to do to me. But kids are cruel, you know? March 22nd, 1998. Hi, I have a boyfriend. His name is Casey. He is 13. He's Amanda's cousin. I've never actually met him, but we're going out through notes. I really do love him. Too bad he must leave after this week. I don't know what I'll do. Bye. This is just really sad. But then a year later, I have this addendum. April 31st, 1999. Note, this Casey was a dirty trick by Amanda. He didn't really exist. I can't believe I said that I really loved him. I didn't even know him, but I got Amanda back. I made up a person named Haley, who emailed Amanda, and Haley is fake, and she fell for it. Ha. Poor little Joanna, she didn't know any better. March 30th, 1998. Hi, Casey is gone. Oh well, I think I'm over him. He's just a special memory. My first boyfriend. Wow. I found out last Friday that I have shin splints. Ouchie. I have to do these strange stretches like I'm Lord of the Dance. I can't wait until summer. I'm so sick of school. Bye. March 31st, 1998. Maddie's not my friend anymore. We were really good friends at the start of the year, but today she basically told me she didn't want to be my friend. I guess she's just not the person you want as a friend. April 1st, 1998. Hello. There really was something wrong with my foot. I'm in the hospital. I had to have my foot amputated because it was diseased. April Fools! My foot has been hurting, but it started to get better. Then Brad stepped on it. I think you know who he is. I'll go back to school tomorrow. I just really liked having a break. Oh, I am really over Maddie now. Sure, we were good friends and had a lot of good times, but she's changed. She's not as nice, and the old Maddie that used to be my friend will never come back. I don't need her anymore. April 7th, 1998. Hi. I've been feeling very stressed out lately. I started to think about how much work I do. A lot. I really need a break. I can't wait for summer. I don't think I'll do track next year. 30 to 40% of my stress is from track, 50% from school, 10 to 20% other, like family, friends, boys, and other problems. Speaking of friends, I won't fall for Maddie's control traps again. Bye. I love that a 13-year-old is talking about control traps? What? April 28th, 1998. Hi. I know I haven't written in a while, but I've been really busy. Casey doesn't exist. Brad, the jerk from hell, keeps asking to be my partner in IT class. It's really annoying. But when I truly think about it, it's better to have guys annoying you than ignore you. Well, I must sleep. Bye-bye. What an incredibly toxic thing to say. It's better to have guys annoying you than ignore you? No. As an adult, I can tell you, it's better to have guys ignore you than annoy you. Yikes. May 3rd, 1998. Today was a fun day, for the most part. It was the last day of Sunday school. I hate Sunday school, but I have to go every year because my dad said he made a promise to God that I would. I think I actually have a crush on David. He's a 9th grader with big ears that plays the clarinet. I can't believe myself. I don't know why I like him. I just sort of do. I really love Paul Jenkins. I call him Paul the Chicken Man because he runs like a chicken. He's nice, cute, athletic, and takes art. He's definitely my type. I've liked him since 5th grade, except in 5th grade I actually talked to him. Now I never do. Yes, Brad hasn't talked to me for the last 5 days. Hooray. Well, ta-ta. Okay, this entry is really, I hate to say juicy because that's such a gross word, but like, it's juicy. April 31st, 1999. Whoa, time flies, doesn't it? I guess I just stopped writing because I really didn't feel like it. I know I've said some really dumb things in here, but lately I've had the need to say a lot of things. I realize I have very bad handwriting, but that's just a part of who I am. I have no best friend. Sometimes it really hurts. Talia is the closest thing I have to a best friend, but I'm not her best friend, and she doesn't really have one. Okay, now to the part I hoped never to write down, because if someone not allowed reads this, I'm dead. My crushes. First, there's Paul. If I could just sit at the same table as him in math, I think I could talk to him. Then there's Brayden. I guess he's always been the class clown, but he's hilarious. I sit next to him in English, and I do talk to him, but not as much as I'd like to because I'm intimidated by his popularity. But he's very friendly. This gets so much worse. I just recently read the book King Arthur, and this is dumb, but it changed my life. I wish I could live in those times. Not actual medieval times, but the fictional King Arthur times, with magic and all that. Plus, I've gotten a crush on Gawain. Sir Gawain, a fictional character. That is really sad, but we'll just say he's my favorite Knight of the Round Table. Incredible. Oh my god. This is so much worse than I could have ever imagined. I've decided that if I were to make some wishes, they would be to be able to freeze time so I could sleep and do my homework whenever, to look however I want because I hate the way I look. I would also like to be a genius at school. If I were perfect, everyone would be jealous of me, but I wouldn't be perfect. I would just be smart, look good, and be a good athlete. Another wish. But I would still have fears, which would be even stronger because I would actually enjoy life, so I wouldn't want to die. Now I don't like myself very much, and life is okay. I guess I do have a lot of happy times, but I'm not afraid of death. Just pain and other people dying. I'm also afraid of ghosts, angels, large bugs, creepy things like leeches and slugs, sharks, tornadoes, and I would be afraid of a painful death. Another wish would be to know what a certain guy thinks about me and what I would have to do for him to really like me. I would like a boyfriend, but not now. Not until I lose weight and get rid of my pimples. I'm going to try to lose weight this summer. I can't wait until summer because this has been the worst school year ever. Oh, I think another wish would be not having to ever shave and not getting my period and only only having that stuff if I wanted to have a baby, which right now I really don't want. I'm 14 and I haven't gotten my period yet, so wahoo, I'm so lucky. A lot to unpack here. And there's the whole part where I say I have a crush on Sir Gawain, which is wild. I remember this. That was so weird. I told my mom that I wanted to live in medieval times. Her response was, no you don't. Men probably weren't very nice about when they wanted to have sex with you. That was her response when I said I wanted to live in medieval times, and she's 100% correct. Of course, I would not want to live in a time period where women had no rights compared to now. And I'm sure I could come up with an infinite list of there's no electricity, there's no indoor plumbing, there's the plague. It's really sad to see myself talking about needing to lose weight. First of all, this time period was definitely putting a lot of emphasis on being skinny, and that's still kind of the case. Plus size models weren't really a thing when I was 14 years old. There was virtually no body diversity or even diversity of any kind in media. I really felt like I was worthless unless I was skinny, and I'm glad that I learned that's not true. It took a long time. I do talk about my period. Often periods are portrayed as embarrassing, but I don't think periods are embarrassing at all, so I am not embarrassed that I mentioned my period here. But I haven't gotten it. At the age of 14, I still haven't gotten my period, and I am ecstatic. And I never want to get it. I'm like, I don't want my uterus to work unless I'm gonna have a baby, which makes sense. No thank you. I'd love to opt out. Here's another particularly cringe entry. I'm ranting for pages and pages about how the golf coach is treating me unfairly. I was on the golf team freshman year of high school. The best part of this is that I talk about the song All Star by Smash Mouth. I'm sure you know it. If not, how much of it can I say without getting a copyright takedown? Oh, it famously starts, somebody, and it's like, hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play, etc., etc. I'll just say the most embarrassing part of this. August 4th, 1999, I was just pondering the song All-Star by Smash Mouth. There's a line that goes, only shooting stars break the mold. I want to be a shooting star and show everybody I can play golf. I want to be a shooting star and show everybody I can play golf. April 4th, 2000. I know, it's been a long time since I've written. Note, the world didn't end on New Year's 2000. Nothing major happened. Anyway, I'm in high school now. February 12th, 2001. I still don't know what I want to do with my life. Maybe I'll be a DJ. You know, Valentine's Day is in 2 days, but I don't celebrate it. I try to forget about it. Bye! September 11th, 2001. Obviously 9/11 is a very serious subject. I know that if I skipped over it, people would be asking, what did you write on 9/11? So here we are. I'm not going to read all of this entry. A lot of what I wrote is describing in graphic detail what happened. I don't think I need to go over that. Just a historical record of how a 16-year-old in 2001 viewed this horrifying event. September 11th, 2001. I am so tired and I just want to go to sleep, but since today was a day that will change the world and be remembered forever, I should write about it. Today was a typical school day, though I missed the first 2 periods because my alarm clock didn't go off. So, as I got in the car and started going to school, I heard on the radio about a catastrophe in New York City. Terrorist attacks. I was in a state of shock. They made some announcements in school and we watched it on TV during several classes. All after-school activities were canceled, and there were huge traffic jams near all the gas stations because people were panicked about the price of gas going up. Luckily, I filled up my dad's car a few days ago. I don't know yet how many people were killed. I didn't expect to get emotional reading this, but I did. I think especially because I live in New York City now, I feel really sensitive about not co-opting a tragedy and making it about myself. Because, you know, people living in New York City, they lost people. My experience living hundreds of miles away in Indiana cannot compare to somebody who lived in New York City at the time. I never wanted to be a person to make emotional 9/11 content. That's not a thing I set out to do, but here we are. You know, it happened. I wrote about it in my diary. September 28th, 2001. Everyone is all patriotic. Flags are everywhere. The airlines have been hit pretty hard. Security is going up, of course, and tons of people are being laid off, and big airlines like Continental are close to bankruptcy. Bunches of flights are being canceled. Also, we may be on the brink of some kind of war. US troops are in Afghanistan looking for bin Laden, and nobody knows for sure what's going to happen. That being said, I'd like to talk a little about my life. I'm going insane from stress. 11th grade is nuts. This is pointless, but I like this new guy at school. The golf coach hates me because she thinks I don't care about golf, but hey. Today we had the big state competition. Woo! We didn't play very well, but we were just happy to be there. Well, I guess I'll go do homework and stuff. Bye. Hang on, I was just reading over some of my last entries and thought I'd add some things. 11th grade is still wacky, but I'm starting to get the hang of it, and I sound like a moron when I read earlier entries. They crack me up. And that was the very last entry I wrote in this diary. The most embarrassing parts were when I was stupid enough to get catfished by my friend, and I thought I had a boyfriend and he was imaginary. At the time, it didn't hurt our friendship at all. I was just like, oh, I'm stupid. I got pranked and I moved on. I guess that's good? I don't know. I've exposed my embarrassing secrets to you. Thank you so much for watching. If you like invading people's privacy, check out my other videos. Do subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. And I guess you can like the video too, right? Nobody's telling you not to like it. And as my teenage self would say, bye.